You know, I didn't think I'd have to say it again. But here we are. Another week, another headline screaming Israel accused of genocide. And this time, it's South Africa standing in front of the International Court of Justice, not defending human rights, but defending Hamas. Shalom, I'm Igal, your host, and this is Middle East in less than 5 minutes. Today, we are talking about that word, genocide. What it means, what it doesn't, and why it's being used as a weapon against the Jewish state. Again. The blood libel in a suit and tie. Let's be clear, what South Africa is doing isn't new. It's an old trick in a modern courtroom. For centuries, Jews were accused of killing Christian children to bake matzah, the infamous blood libel. Now it's dressed up in illegal language. Israel kills Palestinians for existing. South Africa's lawyers stood before the court on Thursday and declared that Israel's bombardment of Gaza and its siege are genocidal in character. But what they conveniently forgot to mention is why this war began in the first place. On October 7, Hamas didn't just attack Israel. They invaded it. They butchered 1,200 people, men, women, children. They raped women, mutilated corpses, burned families alive, kidnapped 240 human beings, dragging them into Gaza like trophies. And those atrocities? They weren't carried out by resistance fighters. They were done by Hamas terrorists, helped by Gaza civilians who looted, tortured, and cheered. Israel didn't start this war. It responded to it. The facts they refuse to see. Under the UN's own 1948 Genocide Convention, genocide means intent, the deliberate attempt to destroy a group because of its race, religion, or nationality. To prove genocide, you need intentional annihilation. So let's look at Israel's intent. Israel warns civilians before every strike. It drops leaflets. It makes phone calls. It broadcasts evacuation routes. It opens humanitarian corridors. It allows trucks full of food, water, and medicine into Gaza, even while Hamas fires rockets from those same crossings. Hamas, on the other hand, hides behind civilians. It uses hospitals as command centers. It stores weapons in mosques and schools. It steals aid, sells it on a black market, and kills anyone, even hungry children, who dares to take it. So tell me, who's showing genocidal intent here? The army telling civilians to move, or the terror group forcing them to stay and die? The hypocrisy of the world stage. The United States called South Africa's case unfounded and meritless. Germany said it has no basis whatsoever. Even Canada, usually hesitant to take sides, said the evidence doesn't meet the legal threshold for genocide. But it doesn't matter, does it? Because this isn't about law. It's about propaganda. It's about turning never again into never mind. South Africa, the country that once suffered under apartheid, now stands shoulder to shoulder with those who openly call for another Holocaust. The irony is so sick it's shocking. And let's not forget, Hamas charter explicitly calls for the extermination of Jews. It quotes hadiths about killing them. It celebrates October 7 as a victory. If you want to talk about genocide, start there. What genocide really looks like. Real genocides don't include evacuation warnings. Real genocides don't include aid convoys. Real genocides don't result in population growth. They result in erasure. Ask the Armenians. Ask the Tutsis in Rwanda. Ask the families of 6 million Jews murdered in Europe. Gaza's population has tripled in 50 years. That's not genocide. That's a tragedy manipulated by terrorists. So, when South Africa stands up in court and accuses the world's only Jewish state of genocide, it's not just hypocrisy. It's history repeating itself. The same old Jew hatred wearing a new legal badge. This isn't about protecting Palestinians. It's about demonizing Jews. It's about twisting the word genocide until it loses meaning. So when a real one happens again, no one will believe it. That's Middle East in less than 5 minutes. I'm Igal, your host. If this episode makes you think, share it, because the truth is under attack, and silence is its accomplice. Until next time, Shalom.